the freedom, the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is closer than many people think. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is so close than many people think. And that is what we'll be giving you in this very video, because this update just dropped and we here as a media company, we have been monitoring the situation. This is the way it is. Of course, Kanu will be in court today and all eyes have been on Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody has been talking about it. We have been preparing people's mind for his freedom today, especially now that Nnamdi Kanu is very, very, very sick. So there's been this push, and it was Governor Alex Otti that was bold enough just a few minutes ago to drop this update. And everybody needs to pay attention to it, because as Kanu is sick, they've been doing some underground work to secure his release, and it appears that that work is about to materialize. Let us now go into the details of this news. Look at what Governor Alex Otti just said. Of course, he's a respected governor among the 5 Southeast governors. So whatever he says, people should pay attention to it. And he's saying it just few hours before Kanu appears in court. It could be a pointer that the day of freedom is finally here. Southeast governors pushing for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Governor Otti is the one talking. And the state governor, Alex Otti, has said governors of the Southeast are in discussions with the federal government over the release of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We must now move on, because there is a good news coming. Speaking during his monthly media interaction with journalists on Thursday, that was on 25th of September, why Kanu will be in court on 26th of September. We hope you can see that this is not a coincidence. This is well planned. Speaking during his monthly media interaction with journalists on Thursday, Otti disclosed that the region's governors were making efforts behind the scene, to secure Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. Answering questions on the IPOB leader's fate, he said, "The information and assurance are not for public consumption. As his governor, I am in the forefront of ensuring that he comes back. The Southeast governors are also involved, so we are discussing." So he's saying that some things are not for the public, but that he is certain that Kanu is going to come out. They have been making effort that Nnamdi Kanu is from Abia State, while Alex Otti is the current governor of Abia State. So he said that he himself has taken it upon himself, and he has been making effort for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Please, if you are courageous like Nnamdi Kanu, let us hear you in the comment section. Type Tinubu, release Nnamdi Kanu today before it is too late. Tinubu, Nigeria, release Biafrans today before it is too late for you. Please type it in the comment section, because as this day is the final push. The governor, however, noted that beyond the Nnamdi Kanu matter, his administration remains committed to strengthening security across the state, especially as the year 2025 draws to a close. Let's move on. We will also continue to support the agencies, supporting the police, the army, the DSS with little things to make their lives easier. We are also renovating and expanding the prison. Not that we are expecting more criminals to be sent there, he said. He commended security agencies for maintaining relative peace in Abia, but urged residents to remain vigilant during the ember months. We must move on. Okay. The state has been relatively peaceful. That is Abia State. I want to use, why is it that all these killings going on in the Southeast mostly happens in Imo State, Enugu State, and Anambra State? Why is it so? All the recent killings, the ones happening in Hamufu, the one Udogache is doing, all these killings, the one going on in Hope Uzodimma State. What is it that Hope Uzodimma, Petamba, and Soludo, what are they doing to cause all this insecurity in their state. Why is Abia State relatively peaceful? The state has been relatively peaceful. I want to use this opportunity to thank the security agencies, the army and the officers who have worked and continue to work very hard. But it is never yet over yet. We have just launched the Ember Months, and we all know what goes with Ember Months. I am using this opportunity to call on all of us to be more security conscious. Even you watching this video, as we keep expecting and pushing and demanding for the right thing to be done, for Nnamdi Kanu to be freed. Everybody, especially if you are still inside Nigeria, you need to be much more security conscious. To report whatever we see, the world should not keep quiet. A large part of the success in society is information. That's why here in Noble Media we keep giving relevant, correct, timely information. If you have not subscribed, click on subscribe. If you have not joined, click on join to become a full member of our YouTube channel. We have our own ways of gathering information, but if you also support the government, what the government is doing with information, it will be very helpful. This, the governor saying, on the challenge of school vandalism, Governor Otti regretted the involvement of some youths and announced new measures. Some other youths are involved in the vandalization of schools in the state. We have concluded plans to recruit 4 security staff for each school, and they will resume duties soon. That's why we often encourage, in whatever you are doing, even as we demand for freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, freedom of all freedom fighters across the globe, all held, imprisoned, detained Biafrans, whether in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. We always request that you do everything you do without violence, without violence, without violence. The governor also gave updates on ongoing and upcoming infrastructure projects. He disclosed that President Bola Tinubu will visit Abia next Friday to inaugurate a number of completed roads in Aba. We are almost set to flag off the reconciliation of the Umuahia Ikote Ekpene Federal Road route, and that should happen in the next few weeks. Okay? And of course, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic will be here on Friday next week to commission a pack of roads and 7 other routes in Aba. Governor Otti is the one talking. Responding to protests by host communities over compensation for lands acquired for the Abia Airport project, the governor admitted lapses but assured that the issues were being addressed. Why aside its governors, apart from Alex Otti that comes out to say do some things, why is it that there's majorly insecurity and underdevelopment in the southeast? Okay, let us move on. I would like to acknowledge that not too long ago, I was told that some people from Nsuru protested over non-payment of compensation. Okay, I was a bit surprised because I was of the view that everybody had been paid. So I had to dispatch the team that worked on that project for me. By the time they returned, they found out that a few things had happened. One, some of the genuine owners of the land, the details were omitted and their payment had not been done. The second one was that some of the people who also protested failed to complete their documentation. Because their documentation has not been completed, payment could not be made. There was also an error by the contractor in getting into some spaces that were not originally marked for acquisition. That was the easiest to correct, and the contractor has corrected that and issued instructions. That is why some of the governors are always crazy when it comes to demolition properties, especially Igbo-owned properties in Lagos, Igbo-owned properties in the southeast. Otti concluded by highlighting his administration achievement in various sectors of the state economy and assured residents that more were underway. This is the way it is going. Of course, he already spoke on Nnamdi Kanu, and today that Nnamdi Kanu will be in the court, every eye is on the court. Here in Noble Media, we will be the first to drop you every update, as we expect that Kanu will be going home to his family today, especially now that Nnamdi Kanu is sick. Governor Alex Otti has given us that assurance. Let's not forget Nnamdi Kanu. Let's not forget all freedom fighters, all Biafran freedom fighters, wherever they may be in Nigeria, outside Nigeria. Remember to go ahead, like this video, share this video, click on join to become a full member of our channel. And most Importantly, there's another important video on the screen. Click on it and watch now.